Alrighty, folks, welcome to my Major League Baseball free pick video here today for Thursday, May 16th, 2024. Happy Thursday to you. Weekend's right around the corner. We are just about there. Of course, my name is Brock Page. I've been dishing out free sports picks right here on social media since 2016. Of course, if you want to see which one of these free plays on this video that I actually like the best, you're going to want to sign up or think about signing up for my Major League Baseball tier package pick on my premium site here today. We are 6-0 in our last 6 Major League Baseball tier package plays in that membership. And if you sign up for that package here today, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And of course, as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. And with that, folks, let's go ahead and dive right into some free content. We're going to start off with that Yankees-Twins game. That'll be a 1:10 Eastern first pitch. Minnesota's minus -1.25 at home, totals 8 runs. Joe Ryan for the Twins, Clark Schmidt for New York. And I'll tell you, Schmidt has been solid for the Yankees this season. He's recorded only 1 loss through 42-plus innings. He's also got himself an ERA in the 2s, and he averages over a strikeout an inning. And I'll tell you what, this Yankee pitching staff as a whole, they've been quite superb this season. They're allowing fewer runs a game than any other pitching staff besides one. And they're going to face a Minnesota lineup who struggles to get base runners at home. They're in the bottom 3 in walks at the dish, and they're actually striking out more times a game than most clubs in the American League. Ed Julian's got the most strikeouts in the lineup. Carlos Santana's batting just .207. And out of their last 10 gatherings with the Yankees, Minnesota's averaged only 3.9 runs a game. So if you're into historical trends, you certainly want to think about that one there. Now, injury-wise, Lewis is still out for the Twins. Buxton is questionable. Total-wise, the Twins are 12-9 to the under as the home team. The Yankees went 60% to the under in their travels. Give me New York plus 105, under 8. Next game, Mets, Phillies, 6:40 p.m. East. Philadelphia's minus $1.55, totals 8.5. Taijuan Walker for the Phils. Jose Quintana for New York. I guess it's Joe Quintana for New York. And even though Quintana's pretty much stunk this year, the Mets are pounding the baseball away from Flushing, Queens. These guys are a top 3 hit-producing lineup away from home. Starling Marte leads the lineup in hits. Brandon Nimmo's got the most home runs. When it comes to cashing in on the run line, the Mets are covering in 67% of their road games against the National League. Of course, they're facing Taijuan Walker, who's allowed his fair share of runs in limited action. The righty's got himself an ERA in the 5s. When it comes to the injury list, Bryce Harper's questionable for the Phillies. Alvarez still out for the Mets. When it comes to the total, the Mets have seen nearly 70% of their games get over the line. Meanwhile, Philadelphia saw 7 out of their last 10 get over the total themselves. Giving the Mets plus 1.5, over 8.5. Next game, Rays, Red Sox, 7:10 Eastern first pitch. Both teams are minus $1.10, totals 8.5. Cooper Criswell for Boston, Zach Littell for Tampa Bay. And even though Littell's looked good, he's only got 2 wins to show for it. He's 2-2 on the year through 44-plus innings. And a lot of that is due to some poor plate appearances. The Rays are currently a bottom 5 run-producing team on the road in the American League. Randy Rosarena's hitting 156. Jose Siri just 176. And they're going to have to go, up against Cooper Criswell here today, who's looked good on the mound for the Bo Sox. The righty's got an ERA of 2.10 along with a 1.01 whip. And of course, as a staff, these Boston pitchers have been tough to hit against around the board. They're in the top 5 in the league in fewest runs allowed per contest. Now, injury-wise, Heineman and Yoshida are still out for Boston. Brandon Lau inactive for Tampa Bay. The Rays' last 3 straight on the road did stay under the number. Meanwhile, Boston saw their last 6 straight at Fenway Park all stay under the line. Give me Boston minus $1.10, under 8.5. All right, next contest, Pirates Cubs, 7:40 Eastern start time. Chicago's minus a buck 35, total 7.5. Justin Steele for the Cubs, Jared Jones for Pittsburgh. And even though Jones has some incredible, dominant numbers, the Pirates continue to kind of bungle his good starts. The righty somehow has recorded only 2 wins through 47 innings of work. He actually comes into today's contest with a 2-4 record on the year, despite some really good numbers. Kind of a crime that this guy's had, he has a 2-4 record. That's really not right. It's wrong. And I'll tell you, a lot of that is due to some just horrible at-bats from these Pirate hitters. They're striking out nearly 11 times a game on the road. Obviously, that is a league worst. And no real surprise here, folks. The Buccos do have a bottom 5 run-producing lineup. Jack Sawinski's batting just 172. Jared Triolo just a $193. Of course, as a team, the Pirates have just a .400 win percentage against divisional opponents. And I'll tell you what, we could see more of the same here today. These Chicago hitters have been smashing Pittsburgh pitching recently. The Cubs averaged over 7.3 runs a game in their last 10 meetings with the Bucks. And as far as this season's concerned, well, the Cubbies have seen the ball quite well at Wrigley Field. They walk a lot at home, and they do rank in the top 5 in the National League and run production on their own field. Now, injury-wise, Dansby Swanson's out. Nico Horner's questionable. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes is out of the lineup with back problems. 3 out of Chicago's last 4 ball games at Wrigley Field fell under the number. They're also 7-3 to the under in their last 10 at any location. Give me the Cubs minus $1.35, under 7.5. All right, next game, Athletics, Astros, 8:10 Eastern start time. Houston's 2:10, totals 8.5. Christian Javier for the Astros, Joey Estes for Oakland. And I'll tell you what, regardless of how Joey ends up throwing it here today, there's a very good chance he will not get much run support. The A's are averaging fewer hits a game on the road than any other roster besides one. So it shouldn't come as a surprise when I tell you they're nearly dead last in run production away from home as well. Butler's hitting just $170, Brown just $179, and they're facing a Houston team on the other side who's starting to look like their old selves. They're actually looking to complete a 4-game sweep, in this series against Oakland. They already took 3 games. And I'll tell you what, out of their last 7 ball games, the Astros won all of them except for 1. And I'll tell you, a once struggling Houston lineup is now banging the baseball at Minute Maid Park. Sorry about that. Freudian slip there. Anyway, Houston leads the American League right now in hits per game on their own diamond. And of course, if we're betting on them, if we're backing them, bang away. Do what you got to do to get us cashed. Anyway, injury-wise, McCormick's still out. Ronel Blanco, he was putting Crisco on his fingers. He was cheating. He is currently suspended for illegal substances. Yeah, that's common with the Astros. Meanwhile, for Oakland on the other side, Andujar and Hernais, they are out for them. Now, total-wise, the A's have really struggled against Houston pitching here recently. They're averaging under 2.7 runs a game in their last 10 meetings with the Astros, so it should come as no real surprise. The under cashed in 80% of those head-to-head gatherings. If you're into historical trends, plenty of unders to go around. Give me Houston minus 1.5, over 8.5 runs. And with that, folks, we're going to dive into our next and final matchup for the video. It's going to be in that Reds-Dodgers game. That'll be a 10:10 Eastern start time. The LA Dodgers are minus $3, totals 8 runs. Tyler Glasnow for the Dodgers, Brent Suter for Cincinnati. And regardless of how the pitching is for Cincy, these guys are not built for a track meet offensively. The Reds average fewer hits a game than any other lineup besides one. And they're going to face Tyler Glasnow here today, who's definitely been dynamite this year. He's 6-1 with an ERA of 2.53. And I'll tell you what, through 57 innings of work this year, the righties fanned 73 batters already. But it ain't just pitching for this Dodger team. These guys have been ripping the cover off the baseball this year. They're currently the best run-producing lineup in the league. Shohei Ohtani leads the majors in batting average and OPS. He's actually hitting 364 with an OPS in the 1100s. And of course, Teoscar Hernandez, he has the third most RBI in the majors. Now, injury-wise, Johnny India is questionable for the Reds. Friedel and Encarnacion Strand are out. 7 out of the Reds' last 10 gatherings with the Dodgers got over the total. So once again, if you're into historical trends, you certainly want to think about that one there. Give me the Dodgers -1.5 over 8. And with that, folks, we're going to dive into our quick pick recap. I like the Yankees +105 under 8. Mets +1.5 over 8.5 runs. I'm 6-0 my last 6 Major League Baseball tier package picks on my premium site. Boston Red Sox -110 under 8.5. Cubs -135 under 7.5 runs. Astros -1.5 under 8.5. Give me the Dodgers -1.5 over 8 runs. With that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium site. If you do end up getting a membership here today on my premium site, just a friendly reminder, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, all of my lesser expensive memberships will be free for you. They'll be included with your membership. That's why I always tell folks that Chairman package, it's a full access, all-inclusive membership. It gives you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you also get access to my Chairman podcast absolutely free. It's included with your membership. But most importantly, folks, gotta thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Well, that's it, folks. Happy Thursday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium site at patreon.com/BrockPage.